Oh,
Oh, we're
good
such
grief.
idiots.
Guys, we're live. It's me and bath time. It's the Tuesday edition of the Man United Agenda. Guys, there's not much to talk about. There is, but you know what? We're going to go on a different route. We want your player rating. So we've got a mid-season player rating showing. So guys, me and bath time are wishing you a very what am I doing? Oh God, look, let me just do this. Let's get the show on the road, bath time.
Oh, God.
Good evening. That was a complete mess up. We're not allowed to swear today, by the way, bath time. I've been warned.
Your potty mouth getting the channel in trouble again.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, so guys, look, no swearing, especially you guys in the chat. If there is any swearing, then we won't be putting your your comments up. But obviously you'll still be able to swear and talk in the chat, so look, we'll leave that up to you. But bath time, how you doing on this Tuesday, man?
Yeah, I'm really good actually. Like, I'm not enjoying the lack of football, but I'm sort of enjoying the lack of like seeing Man United at the moment. Like, you can begin to believe a bit more. But yeah, like I'm doing well. And how are you,
Right.
Mister B?
I'm always good bath time. You know me, man. You know me. I'm happiest when football's being played, but look, it's all right. It's all right. It's yeah. We just we just have to bloody get on with it. To be fair. Oh, Andrew Williams is. Hey, look, I tell you what. Look, we've got some comments up here. Can we you want to get through some of these comments bath time?
Yeah, sure. Like, we've got Big T saying, "Big up everyone, smash that like." We got the Boss Man Solo watching on us. Got Big T talking about Onana, and then this is the one that made us laugh before the stream. Andrew getting in here early. He loves this type of stream. Let's criticise. Why is 6 average? It's the 7th number along out of 11. 5 should be average. If 6 is average, is 12 top marks? No, do you boys want like 5 to be the average? Because we can make 5 the
We can make
average.
five the average. It's not an issue.
I just didn't think that this would be like such a bit such bone of contention. Look, Andrew trying to massage the stats to fit their rose-tinted worldview. The liberal elite
There
again.
you go. Look, I'll tell you what. Look, we've got five. Five is now the average. Yeah.
Okay, well,
There.
well done, boys. You won. I won't swear, but I will be thinking it. Lol. I'm interested to see your other player ratings, Zoe. I know what a couple are going to be, but everything else is going to be really interesting. And then Big T. Cooperman, our new investor, was accused of inside trading in 2016. I expect a full PowerPoint on him from bath time. No, don't expect that, Big T. Tomorrow, the PowerPoint is a quiz. And Andrew is saying the first battle won. It's not a battle, Andrew. It's like it's a community and stuff. And I can't believe we've been told off at the start for like
No, we
for
didn't
what
even
an average is.
look. Oh my
It's
God,
unreal.
Zoe. Look, there's an order to this, Zoe. Look, she's coming with Bruno straight away. There's an order to what we're doing, so we're gonna have our defense. I tell you what, look, if we just have it like this, then at least then you lot understand where we're going and the marks that we're looking for. Yeah, so there's no point in jumping ahead. So we know the mark was going to be low, but just wait, just wait. So we're going to be starting with Banana. Um, yes, I think we will. I think
Yeah.
we'll be starting with Banana. And look, before we go any further, guys, look, make sure you do hit that like button. I heard bigger channels than us begging for likes. Did you know what? I'm not proud. Please hit that like button before you do anything else. Right, let's go.
All right. Let's start off with Anna. For me, I think he's been below average. Like, we've seen clangers against Copenhagen. We saw a very dodgy debut against Wolves where, by all rights, he should have given away a penalty. I really liked his performance against Arsenal, where he allowed us to sort of like have the ball a bit longer. But in recent weeks, his shot stopping has improved, but his distribution has declined. So I was expecting more from Onana, Mr. B, and I think I'm going to give him a 4, like just below average. Plenty of room for him improvement. What do you think?
A 4.
Yeah, below average. I would have given him a 5, but these gremlins in chat have made us do like 6 as above average.
I would give it. I was expecting more. I'll be honest. I was expecting more from him. The improvement, yep, has been. He's just not making errors. He's just not making the errors.
Your mic's gone a bit weird.
Oh, what is this? Is it still not?
Oh, you're good now. You're good now.
Yeah. I would like to think that he was worth more than a 4, because I know there's a lot of players who have played worse than him. So I would give Onana a 5. To be fair, I'm gonna give Onana a 5. I mean, there's still more than enough room for improvement.
There's been howlers, Mr. B. Bayern Munich,
that was at the beginning. In the last few games, has he done any what we would classify as ricks?
His handling was pretty dodgy against Fulham.
He makes funny saves, doesn't he? He doesn't make. I don't know. He dives and it seems like he's pulling his hand away when he's diving. I don't know. I'm going to give him a 5. I don't think I could give him less than a 5. To be fair.
So you're saying average? That's the level of. That's the standard you expect from Onana.
No, it's not. But I'm looking at the scores that some of these other players are going to get, and I think there's a few that have been a lot worse.
Well, let's do it like this. Do you think his performance has been good, average, or poor?
Oh shit! Bath time. It was poor, but I think he's average. I think he's getting to average. He started off poor, but I see. Yeah, I'm still going to give him a 5. I'm not going to change from a 5.
Fair enough. All right, let's have a look at what some of the comments say. We've got Radchat saying hello. Andrew, Onana, disappointing on the ball. Not very good from crosses. Questionable shot stopping. 4 out of 10. I'm going to be honest. I think that's a bit more generous than I was expecting from Andrew. But Radchat has gone for 4.5. I will leave the comments to tell us if we're allowed decimal places or something.
4.5.
Yeah.
No 0.5s, no half marks. Come on, be brave. Come on.
0.361.
Sitting on the fence.
Well, Matthew Bassett he's saying good evening. We've got Rajiji, boys and girls, men and lady. I assume I'm the lady. How are you all? Are you rating the coaches as well? Just Ten Hag.
Just Ten Hag.
Just Ten Hag. I think this is a good point. Onana has conceded 30 goals in all competitions for us.
How much?
30.
Oh, my mark's wrong. He's a 4.
He's a
30.
4. Yeah. Like we were going to do this with stats and things, but Mr. B hates stats and thinks we should go off the eye test. But this is a good example of why stats can be useful. Solo's gone for 3.5, and we've got Onana 4.5. And is there anything else here? We've got Rory saying 4. He made so many mistakes. I don't know if he's made so many mistakes. Because the average is 5, Rory. I think you might mean to give him a 3. LP is saying that Onana is a 4. Solo a 3. Jesus. And then Rajat is going for a 4 then. And of course, this idiot is saying Fred gets 10 out of 10. And Mr. B needs to go to Specsavers. Which is very true, because Mr. B can't see anything.
LP's gone.
Rory's corrected his to a 3. What's LP's gone 4?
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
All right. What would you say the average is from? Like, I mean, we got a lot of mathematicians in chat, so they can work it out. But I think it's about. I haven't seen a 5. I think that everyone agrees Anana has been below average for us.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Well, I did change to 4. I did. Oh look, shopping solutions. What are we gonna say? 1/3 through the season? Come on, man. Give us
We're
a break.
getting we're getting mathematically beaten up tonight. Everyone's having a go at us. We're just trying to do a show for you lads that I think will have lots of interaction. We're just getting told off. Right, who's next, Mr. B?
Regulon, our lone signing who had one or maybe had 2 great games and fell off a cliff since he's come back. What has he been worse than? Oh God! See, I don't know what his level was before, but he. God, what can we give him?
Right, do you think he's been good, average, bad?
I think he's been. I'm going to say. I'll say average.
Is he near a good?
Average.
Is he near average good or average poor?
Well, I think he's more average good. Yeah, I'm going to say average. See, I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5.
I think I have to agree with you. I like his relationship with Garnacho. I think that they one holds inside, one holds the width well. He hasn't set any trees on fire, but with these ratings, I'm getting my expectations in as well. And I didn't have high expectations for Region, so I think he's been average, and I don't think I'd sign him though.
I don't think we're going to sign him. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be kept on. I don't think. Do you think he would have? Do you think he would have had to have been a Shaw level for the club to have contemplated, or do you still think that as soon as Shaw and Malacia come back, however well he played, we wouldn't have kept hold of him?
Well, the weird thing with Shaw is that whenever we sort of get a competent left back, Shaw's level really increases. And he's got a high ceiling, but Luke Shaw's been at the club for a long time. Region can't play left back, left centre back though. I wouldn't have thought.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. I think it's an uphill battle for Region to get a contract, and I'm not a big fan of giving players on loan a contract because they get fat and lazy when that contract comes in, and I want them lean and hungry.
I hear that. All right. Well, shopping solutions. Yeah, I know you're laughing at our comment, but yeah, you still need to give us a break. So Rajat's gone 5 for Regulon. Andrew Williams has gone 5. He has been exactly what I expected. I don't know if that's good or bad, to be fair. Reggie's gone. The whole team has been poor. That are 4 for everyone. What's that? That are 4 for everyone. Oh, bloody hell. Well, all right. Well, if you don't want to put another comment in, that's fine, Reggie, but I'm sure you will do. Big T, Regulon in attack is a 7, in defense is a 5. That's Big T. Come on, man. 1 mark. 5 or 7.
It's you like herding cats.
Zoe, Regulon is okay, but send him back. We have Malacia. I give him a 3.
Wow.
Jesus. Wow, okay. Rajat's not been so great. I'll give him a 5. Okay, Mr. Herbert, I'll give you a 1. How about I give you a 1 finger wave? How's that sounded, mate? Huh? Regulon. LP 4 doesn't tackle. He doesn't tackle something defender. Some say he's a good crosser, but I haven't seen it. Wow. My younger brother from Spanish mother from Tottenham, in him all day long. Oh, bloody hell. Attack. There you go. Attack 5, defense 5. So he's a 5. Weak defender, Regulon. Okay.
And there was also Rory's comment, which is 4.5, nothing, just meh. And I think everyone agrees with that. I think it's a 5, isn't it? More or less for Region. I'm excited about the next man, and you know I can get excited about men, but this one in particular, I'm excited about.
Especially ones eating bananas in it. All right then. Herbert, that's just for you, mate. Right, so we are on to. Oh, Sherbert, I've gone back one. Hold on. Maguire. Harry Maguire, our biggest bone of contention at the moment. Should I give you my mark first? Yeah, I'll go first on this one. I'm actually going to give Maguire a 6.
Above average.
Yeah, I think his ceiling is very low. So I will give him a 6. I think he played what we expected him to play when he did play. The mistakes that he made, as much as they pissed us off, it wasn't a shock. But I think he's slowly and surely found a place in the team. Whether it stays like that once Martinez comes back, it's obviously waits to be seen. But yeah, I would give Maguire a 6.
I think I'm going to go slightly higher for Maguire. I think I'm going to give him a 7, based on the fact that he scored a winner, didn't he? He's got a. I feel that, like, whilst our form at the moment doesn't really reflect what we're seeing on the pitch, we've started winning since he came into the team. Everyone wanted him gone, in the summer. I think he's shown huge character to come back in the team and perform well. You've got to remember that Arsenal fans were jeering him, Scotland fans were laughing at him, and I don't think anyone's laughing at Maguire on the pitch anymore. So I think that he's done really well to come back. I expect more from him, but his passing and his defending's been good. There's been no rickets. I think he's done well above average. So I'm going to give him a 7.
Wow. Oh, I can't believe you've gone so high for Maguire. Okay, so we've got some of these scores in the chat. Let's have a look. We've got Rajat. It's gone 5. Regigi, Southgate boyfriend, is a solid 7, but started as a 3. Zoe Media House, Maguire in truth has been shite for a long time. I don't care about his recent form. I'm going to give him a 3. Andrew Williams, Maguire 6. He is rubbish on the ball, and his actual defending has been okay. He just badly affects the team with his lack of pace. He has shown a bit of heart, but quality is the issue. Still gave him a 6 though, which I was quite surprised with. I see Maguire average against below average, semi-average. I'd give him 4.55. Jesus Christ. Wow. Jeff, how we doing, my friend? Thanks for giving us a kiss, but we want your scores, to be fair. We want your prayer ratings. We know you've come in late, so you don't have to give us the ones. We're actually on Maguire now. Matthew Bassett is giving him a 5. Let's see, LP. How many goals we conceded with Maguire? A whole lot. He's 5 at the tops.
And once again, you missed Rory out. It's almost like you have something against him.
Sorry.
And he agrees with me. 7 for Harry after winning back his spot, but we concede so many goals, so 6.5. And Jeff is saying a 6 for Maguire. Jeff, this is very important. The comments made a big deal about this. The average is 5. I don't understand why it was such a big deal, but it was. I think from what I've seen, it's probably a 5 based off the comments from Maguire. He's been average, just what they expect. Okay, so is that 4 for Onana, 5 for Reguilon, 5 for Maguire?
Yep. Right, so we are going to be on to. Let's see. Oh, what's Lindelof? Wow. Oh Lord.
I'm going to give him a 3. I think he's been useless.
See, I'm trying to be so positive, bath time. But yeah, I don't think I could give him any. I don't think he's been. I don't think he's been great. He scored the winner in the week.
Yeah, that's true.
But apart from that, I think he's been shocking. He gets buoyed off every game. He runs around. And that's about it. To be fair, I'm going to give him a 3. I'll give Lindelof a 3.
I agree. Like we all know, like Lindelof's strength and weaknesses. Like his weakness is all physical. I don't like the space that he leaves between his fullback a lot of the time. He likes to sort of sit central too much. He's terrible defending wide areas, and that gave Amrabat a lot of problems when they played together. And Amrabat was at left back. He had a really good game last match, but one swallow doesn't make a summer. I think he's been dreadful and one of the worst performers at the football club this season. I'm very pleased to see him being pushed out of the team.
Wow. Okay, do you want to go through these, or do you want to go through? Should I go through these ones?
I'll go through these to make sure you don't miss anyone out again.
Don't miss Rory again.
Yeah. Matthew Bassett, Lindelof 0. Brilliant, Matthew. Rajat 4 for Lindelof. Okay. Rory 4. LP, come on, 6 is out.
You nearly swore. I heard.
I know. Okay, come on, 6 is average in the old magazines. Maguire is a 5. Look, LP, this is a community channel, and we started off with 6 as the average mark, and 3 or 4 mathematicians had a go at us, so we changed it to 5. Rajat, been kind of crap. 4. The Iceman has turned to water.
Zoe.
Wow. Zoe, she's, I mean, controversial isn't the word. Lindelof, I'm giving 7. He's been our best defender.
Sorry, does anybody in the chat agree with Zoe that Lindelof has been our best defender? Wow.
I think in the world is a bigger question. Lindelof has done one good thing all season, so gets a 1. Lindelof 3. I just think he's been very poor defensively and on the ball. Just doesn't contribute much apart from fill a space. And Linda, who 4 in a small team like Tottenham or West Ham, he can do better. And Anthony, I mean, do we show Herbert's comments?
Yeah, he's here.
At us. Lindelof 6. He got good points in Fantasy Football League. Mr. B should him. Okay, good stuff. Has Lindelof been worse than Harry? Really? No, a 5. I think he's been much worse than Harry.
I think he's been much worse than Harry Maguire. Yeah, I think he's been much worse.
Sky Sports News did a stat of all combinations with our defenders, and Lindelof was in top position. Well, at least like Zoe's backing up her argument. I still think it's wrong. And this is interesting from Matthew Bassett. He said Lindelof is better suited to La Liga, maybe because of his lack of physical strength. But who's up next, Mr. B? I think it's a 4 for Lindelof, isn't it, overall?
Yeah. Right, so who have we got? Your DK. Look, we know it, but that's all right. We're glad that you're here. Johnny Evans.
I think I'm going to give Evans a 6, above average, because he was kind of signed as a mentor. He wasn't really expected to be in the team too much, and I think that he's been excellent in most games that he's played. He's available a lot of the time. He's keeping Varane out of the team. I think I don't want to give him a 7, but he's nearer a 7 than a 6 to me, because I expected literally nothing from him except to just mess about with the kids and teach them how to be a Man United player. And he's come in, and I think he's performed well. So I'm going to give him a 6. What do you think?
Yeah, I would take a 6, just above average. You're right. I wasn't expecting nothing. I'm still not sure he is keeping Varane out the team. I think there's something else to that, but I would give him a 6. I would give Evans a 6. See what we got in the chat.
All right. You got Rajat. He says he doesn't rate the Johnny signing. 5. Andrew, Johnny Evans, 5. Exactly what I expected. Done all right. Again, not good enough. I like the fact that Andrew has seen the ticker and is given a reason. Evans 4 from Matthew Bassett, Evans 4 from Anthony Herbert, and Evans 7. One extra point for playing way more minutes than planned. And Rajiji 6 for the old boy. He needs to be playing in a 3 at the back to get the best out of him. LP Evans horrible with Maguire as a partner versus Arsenal. That pass versus Burnley was an 8, therefore 6. I'd forgotten about that pass. He's correct. That was an amazing left-footed pass. But Big T is saying Evans for the worldy pass to Bruno that makes De Bruyne look average. I'm giving him a 6. Johnny 5 is alive according to the chat average. Evans 6. Passing is sublime. So we had quite a lot of 4s. I think it's a 5 for Evans, isn't it?
Okay, so we've got nobody who's averaging a 6 at the moment. That's fine. We'll take that. Maybe that'll improve. Varane.
That's Delo.
Oh shit! I've jumped one ahead. Sorry.
No
Delo.
swearing.
Oh damn! Sorry. Delo.
This is a hard one because I think he's been one of our better players this season. Like I think he's been really good, but he's had some absolute calamities, like against Zaha, defending the back post recently. I give him a 6 because I think that he's been above average in he's been a very good attacking outlet. He's worked extremely hard, and I think that despite a lot of the mess ups, he's been really, really solid, and he's a fighter. And I think that his fight has got us back in, has got us out of a sticky spot. But I can understand that he's going to get slaughtered. But I really like Delo. I like his work ethic. I like how he covers a huge amount of space, and I think that he's a good player. But I'm expecting to see a lot of 3s and 2s after some very obvious mistakes. What do you think?
I'm going to give him a 5 bath time. I can't give him anything more than a 5. He scored the ripper against Forest. I mean, his goal top end contributions I think have been pretty good, but anytime Dalot's on the pitch, we just seem to be conceding those same goals where he's not looking over his shoulder and the forward runs in. So I can't give him any more than a 5. I can't give him any more than a 5.
All right. Do you want to give him higher though?
Yeah, because I think that he hasn't been as bad as Lindelof, Reguilon when they've played. But I'm not sure 6. I'm not sure I could give him. Do you know what? I'm going to give Dalot a 6. I think his team contributions have been a lot more than the rest of the defenders, but he has made a few ricks for us.
It's that those are the problems, is that they're so obvious, the ricks and things. And whilst I think his latest one, that Amrabat should get more abuse for not protecting the channel, there's been too many, the Zaha one and so on. But let's see what people are saying. Okay, Matthew Bassett's gone for Delo, below average. Andrew's gone Delo 3, positioning all over the place, switches off, average coming forward. He's not a fan. Big T, 0 for Delo, more calamity than James. Rajat, I think this is the first time I've ever agreed with Rajat. 6, agree with bath time. Delo is a 5 because he has to play right back or left back. That's hard to do. Just giving him average. Got Eddie here saying hello. Jeff is saying I like Delo. He gets isolated way too much. A 6. Anthony's going 5. I think this is a really good comment from Matthew Bassett, is that his mistakes are costly mistakes.
Yeah, they always seem to bite us on the arse.
Yeah, I think that brings his rating down. Big T's given Weghorst a 10. Delo's dropped off this season, 5, just below average. Couple of assists, given away goals as well. Zoe, Delo I'm giving a 3. Since he arrived, he has only 2 or 3 assists, and for a creative right back, that's poor. Eddie thinks 4.5, not consistent enough. We don't like points like Eddie. If you can go 5 or 4. And hard to grade for me, a 5. So I think from what we're seeing there, I think that it's probably a 5 for Delo. Or
Yeah, I think that's about right, to be fair.
all right, I'm very interested in our next one, to be honest.
Varane.
You start with Varane.
Yeah, I will. I think Varane's been poor this season. I think Varane's been really poor. For Evans to be keeping him out, what do we call him? Champions League Varane?
Yeah.
I don't think he's been anything like he was last season. I'm still convinced there's something going on in the background, but he's been shocking. I'm not going to say shocking. He hasn't been the normal Varane standard. So I'm going to give Varane a 4.
I think I'm going to go a little bit lower and give Varane a 3 because I like Varane, but I think that in a team that isn't doing well, you need leaders and so on. And I don't think that he's like commanded his back four. He's sort of like he's coasted a little bit. And there was that huge rick against Copenhagen that left them back in the game where he was unable to deal with a pass from Maguire that I expect.
Oh, is that the one when he flicked?
Yeah.
When he flicked it? Oh, yeah.
It was like watching someone who normally plays Pro Evolution Soccer playing FIFA, and the controls are the wrong way round. And he's dropped a lot. His passing's been poor for quite a lot of the season. We're not seeing him even carrying the ball up the pitch. It's like it's been a huge decline. So I think I'm going to go for a 3 because I expect so much from him.
3. Wow. Okay, so what we got in the chat? Let's have a look. We have stars we've gotten from. Here we go. Varane. Here we go. Realistic Clay. If he's been injured, I'd be out for more or less half the season. You shouldn't get rated. Oh,
realistically, wow. I think he means.
Yeah.
Right, let's start with Andrew.
Here we go.
Varane 4, not been great, but hardly played. Zoe, I agree, Varane has been poor. I give a 3. Big T, 2, are not worthy of an explanation. Don't you even ask why he's given a 2. You know why he's given a 2. Matthew Bassett, Varane a 3. Jeff's gone for a 4. Matthew Bassett's given his reason, which is a big drop-off for him. And Rajat is given the same reason as well. DK Wilson is supposed to be a stalwart defender, but it isn't close. Totally agree with Bath Time, a 3. And Varane is usually an 8, but this season, 5. 2 is 3. Make that make sense. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to take it a 5. And Eddie is saying Varane is clearly a 7 minimum player. Based on 4, he's been a 4. What is up? Behind Evans. And that's all we have with Varane. I think it's a 4.
Do you think it's a 4? I actually think it's a 3.
All right, let's give him a 3 then.
Yeah, I actually think it's a 3.
And Rajiji has come in to say a 3 at best, so we'll give the casting vote to Rajiji.
Here we go. And then we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who hasn't played much, but has impressed when he's played. Are we going to include Wan-Bissaka? What's he played? 5 games? 4 games?
Yeah, I don't think that Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been that good this season. I saw him live at Fulham, and he was dreadful in the first half. I understand he had a good second half, but he was miles away from me, and I didn't really see him. But I was up close with him in the first half. His ball control was dreadful. I think that he hasn't linked up with Anthony particularly well. He's good at building the ball out of the back. He's good at like bringing the ball up the pitch, but doesn't contribute too much. I think I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka a 5 on the basis that in the recent games he's been coming back from injury and might be a bit rusty. But really, I think he's a 4. But I'm going to give him 5. I think everyone knows I don't rate Wan-Bissaka as a footballer, so I'm going to try and be not biased and say he's been average in the games he's played. What do you think?
I'm going to give him a 6. I think he linked up well with Rashford when he played. Especially now now seems to be playing on the right. I'm going to give him a 6. I will be giving him. I remember. Maybe it's because he hasn't played as much games as everybody else, and I'm not. I don't have the anger in me towards him. But yeah, I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka a 6.
Okay. Let's see what the comments are saying. Aaron Wan-Bissaka 7, my player of the season when he has played. Okay.
Wow.
I know. Like I think Andrew's a big fan of Aaron Wan-Bissaka though. Matthew Bassett is giving him a 3.5. Big T, I like his legs. It's an 8 from me. Aaron Wan-Bissaka a 3. This is the biggest sort of like split we've seen from the comments so far. Standard 6 from Bissaka. Looks like the best fullback, especially against Copenhagen. Aaron Wan-Bissaka 2 injured this season, but he's been okay when I played. I give him a 6. Rajat saying he's all right defensively and for attacking, not good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 3/4. I think ETH isn't helping him right now. He's training, so he's only at like 70%. LP is saying Aaron Wan-Bissaka's been our best defender, 5, and Jeff is giving him a 6 for potential. I'm gonna leave you to decide what that overall rating is there, Mr. B.
I think it's a 5.
You think
Am I
it's
wrong
a 5?
to go? Yeah, am I wrong to go 5? I think the lowest he can get is a 5. To be fair.
Yeah. I think that's about right. I was worried you were going to say a 6, and then I was going to take a mark off for you misspelling season on the player ratings.
Oh, sherbet. Oh. Thanks, Mark. I was going to say something else, but I'll say thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you left it till the end.
And then we've got Box who's come in saying Maguire player of the season. I think, what was Maguire's rating? Was it a 5?
Maguire got a 5, yeah. He got a 5.
Yeah, oh look, Andrew's keeping score. I'm really surprised by that. So overall, the defence, I think, is it a 4 for all of them, like the average?
2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. No, it's 5. We've got 2 4s, Lindelof and Onana. Reguilon, Maguire, 5. Oh shit, no, Varane was a 4, wasn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 5.
I think that's too. I think that's far too generous. Average.
Yeah, I think our average for defensive should be 4. To be fair,
I think we should be. Well, it depends on, like, maybe they think it's the midfield that's the problem. So
we're still going to find out.
Yeah, I think midfield or defence has got to be a bit lower. But all right, have you got the midfield for us?
Yes, we do. Coming up right now. Here we go.
All right, and obviously Garnacho and people like that are going to be in the attackers.
Yeah, did the attacking end. Yeah, we needed to fill that.
All right, let's just before we start, we'll let Box.
So we're going to start with Hannibal.
Oh, yes. Hannibal!
Wow, he's good. Yeah.
Do you want to start or should I?
Yeah, I'm taking Hannibal. I'm sorry. I love him. I think he's been great when he's played. He showed the aggression that I want my midfielders to show. He's scored. Has he only scored 1 goal? Mm-hmm. Is it 1 goal, the one from the edge of the box? I'm a bit upset that he hasn't played more games. To be fair, I'm straight up giving Hannibal a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna be a bit more measured and give him a 6, which is above average. I still worry about his temperament, and there was one game he played where he and Casemiro both got yellows, and I felt that I felt it was problematic for us. I think I also agree with you. I think he should be getting more runs out, because he's playing the right-sided midfield position. He's protecting the channel. He's doing the running, and he's scored a goal. And I think that he's at the moment we need fighters in it. This is like this is that aliens are invading, and it doesn't matter who you are. We just need someone to go out there and smack them about. And I think that Hannibal is that. So if the average is 5, I'm going to give him a 6, because I think he's been above average, but there's still question marks for me over his quality on the ball and his temperament. And I hope that he can prove me wrong on all of those.
Okay, let's see what we've got in the chat.
Well, we got Steve H, who is saying big up all. Box is front running every single one here. Like we're doing it individually. Box. It's International Week. We've got got to squeeze stuff out. All right, Big T. Hannibal eats the liver and can deliver. Very good. I'm giving him a 7. Zoe's Media House. Hannibal not played enough. Played well when he has. I give a 5. Andrew Williams, 4. He's like a headless chicken. Wow. Don't see any sort of football intelligence in him, which is vital for the position he's in. I'm quite surprised by that, but he's got some backup. It's Eddie saying Hannibal 4 quality wise, 8 for effort, but I think we take the 4.
We really think his quality is that bad? We do think he's that bad on the ball?
No, I think that maybe we'll go into this more with Mount and McTominay. I think it's that the position he's playing might be a little bit misunderstood by a few people. But I mean, it's their opinion, and apart from one goal, he hasn't affected games on the ball, which I imagine is where they're worried.
The thing is, you talk about. I look at him as. Obviously, I've started listening to you about this crashing of the box position that McTominay does.
Yeah.
And I see Hannibal being able to do that.
Yeah, and the thing is it's, the defensive part of his game is to defend the channel, the space between the fullback and the centre-back. And when you look at the difference between him and Amrabat, he defends the channel well. And Andrew here has said he's like a headless chicken. I'm not like Andrew. Actually, I respect for knowing quite a lot about football. He's definitely played it as he subbed himself on to miss a penalty once, which is incredible. But in the position that Hannibal's playing, he's not meant to get on the ball. He's meant to run, like and make space for other people. I think he's done that okay. But this is, I mean, Box is shut up. But okay, here we go. Rajiji is saying 7. For the young lad, he could do it. Just need to see what he needs before he does it. He just needs to do before he. I think he's trying to say he needs to think more. That he's too febrile. Steve is saying 3, Manu. Okay. Matthew Bassett. Can you do scout reports on João Neves and Scalvani from Atalanta, both being linked with moves? Actually, we did on Scalvini about 3 weeks ago. But maybe for next week, Matthew, we can do that. We got our content for this week. Rajat is saying give around 5 to Hannibal. Passion's good. Matthew Bassett is saying Hannibal 6. Jeff is saying 6. Yep, hothead, but great runner, and his passing is no culture in him, Mr. B. He's a 6, learning the game, and it must be hard in this team. Andrew is a poor man's Mark Noble. Seems like everyone runs and makes space for other people, especially the opposition. Agreed. And DK Wilson is saying, I think Hannibal's hair makes him crazier than he's actually playing. This is a tough one, Mr. B. My thought is it's a 6 for Hannibal, based off the comments.
Yeah. I would agree with that. 6.
Okay, good stuff. And to everyone watching, thank you so much for interacting with this. This is really fun for us. To get a
Ericsson
flavour. Oh, I love Ericsson. I think he's one of our best midfielders, but it's between a 3 and a 4. I think I'm going to have to go with a 3 because when he's played and he's been playing as a controller, I don't feel that he's broken the lines particularly well, and that we've just played around the block rather than try to manipulate it or play through it, and that's what he's there for. Plus, his defensive contributions, despite his best efforts, have been poor. So he's poor for me. And I think I'm going to give him a 3.
Couldn't agree more. Bath time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. his legs have gone anyway. And the way that Ten Hag wants us to play, he needs to do more off the ball. I know he does do a lot of running, but I think it's more to chase the people that have gone past him rather than him cutting the lanes off and trying to make the tackle. So yeah, I'm giving him a 3.
Okay. How could he improve? How could he get that rating up in the second half of the season for you? What do you need to see?
We need to find him more with the ball, and he needs to create as soon as he gets it. But the problem is we've got a lot of selfish players in the team half time, so
Yeah.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure he can prove himself in the team. I think we probably, for Man United, I think we've seen the best of Eriksen.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I really think we've seen the best of Eriksen. I don't think he's going to get. I don't think the way that Ten Hag wants to play now, he's going to get enough game time to prove that he can play. He'll go somewhere else and smash it, no problem. But I think for us, I think he's done.
He's on so much money, Mr. B. I know we signed him on a free, but he's on 250k a week. That's very difficult to offload. All right, let's look at what the comments are saying. Andrew, Eriksen 5, too much being asked of him. I think the rating's too high, but I agree that like too much is being asked of him. Eriksen 4 from Matthew Bassett. These are much more generous. Eriksen, thank you for your service. It's been emotional. 1. Okay.
Wow.
Box, are we seeing Eriksen enter the Mata phase of Fallen Giant? Oh, I love Juan Mata. Eddie's given him a 3. It's pushed this square peg right down a round hole in holding midfield. No legs. I think that's a good comment as well. Eriksen hasn't done anything worth mentioning. I refuse to rate him. It's just sad. Okay. Eriksen 4. He steps slow, not physical enough. And like Mr. B said, he does need to be on the ball more. Rajiji, I think Eth is running Eriksen into the ground. This dude's on a second life. He's a 4. I think a lower paced league he does better. Zoe is giving him a 6. And Andrew is saying, good Portsor. I think we carry too many other players in the team for us to be able to put up with what his weaknesses are. I kind of agree with that, but I also think Eriksen's our best on the ball midfielder, and I think he uses the ball better than anyone else. And I'd love us to be able to provide a platform for him, but with Bruno, that's never going to happen. And yeah, I don't know. Is that a 4 or 5, Mr. B? Do you think?
It definitely wasn't a 5. It definitely wasn't a 5. I'm going to give him a 4. He was close to a 3, to be fair, but I think he's probably going to get a 4.
Okay, now the next one I'm really interested in. I'm really interested what people say about this boy.
Mason Mount. Mason Mount. Ten Hag's #1 signing. Who can't get a game at the moment. Not right, not left, not centre. I've seen nothing from Mason Mount apart from him running around in the second half of the Luton game. I can't give Mason Mount anything more than a 3. He hasn't shown anything. No goal involvements. Nothing. I'm going to give him a 3.
3, so that like really poor.
Yeah, really, really poor.
I think I have to agree with you with a 3. Marquee signing, unable to get in the team. Where's the sacred 7? And I think that in the position he's playing, I think Hannibal and McTominay have been much better than him. I think that he tries hard, he works hard, but that lack of physical presence and the lack even though he's got no goal involvements, I don't think he's created many chances, and we've missed a lot of chances. But on the positive, I think his pressing has been quite good, and we've been winning the ball high up the pitch. But since we haven't done anything with that, I can't see anything else but a 3. And I want to give him more, but it's just the cold hard facts of the matter, isn't it? It's really poor from Mason Mount.
And I would, you know what, I because Chelsea fans weren't upset that he was coming to us. I wanted him to be great. I wanted him so that we could stick two fingers up. But at the moment, they've proved the sale right. He said, yeah, there's not really. I want him to step up his game, man. Matthew Bassett has gone 3.
Oh.
Andrew Williams has gone Mason 4, completely ineffectual, class in small spells, but he's not the player we needed. Box has gone Mount 3, but being underutilized. I see him 100% as being part of the future going forward. I can't say that for many of the squad. Eddie's gone 2, Mount, well done for running. Zoe, Mason Mount, I'm going to give a 3 with a bus ticket out of Manchester. Rajiji, Mount is a 2, but if he was bought in to replace Fernandes, then I think he could hit a 9. Wow. DK Wilson, Mount has shown nothing at all, 3, and that's been generous. Rajat has gone Mount 4. Big T's gone Mount 3. Even Mount is even 3. Wow. Jeff has gone 1.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Rajat's gone 4. And DN Vlogs has gone 1 or 7.5, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, you're a bit behind, but I know you'll catch up.
Yeah, 9 or 7 was an odd one for me.
Yeah. In my opinion, Mount is a class act. Do not write him off.
I agree with Andrew on this. Like and Box as well. I think Mount is part of a Manchester United team 2 years down the line, but just not this one that has to rely more on physicality. When we start dominating we are dominating the ball in a lot of games, but when we start using the ball better and playing through the middle, I think we'll see a different Mason Mount. But I'm really disappointed with him so far.
Well, Mason Mount is still a Chelsea player. His corners are bad apples. He's given him a 1. I can't see his score being more than a.
It's a 3, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and it's a low 3. I know it's 3, but he had a lot of 1s.
Yeah, but I mean, someone refused to rate someone earlier.
We'll give it. I think that's a 3. I think that's going to be a 3. We've got Amrabat.
Oh,
wow.
Amrabat. Do you want to start?
Yeah, mine's going to be short. Nothing what I expected. Absolutely nothing what I expected. He runs around the pitch, and I don't think he really does much more. To be fair, I haven't been impressed with what I've seen of him. I'm not sure him having to play left back for 3 weeks helped him. Obviously, it helped his fitness. But when he's played in his position, which I assumed would have been a Casemiro position, he hasn't held it down. So I can't give him more than I don't really want to give him a 2. I think 2 might be slightly harsh, but I'll give him a 3.
I'm going to be harsh. I think he deserves a 2. I hate his cheating. I hate the way that he handballs on the floor all the time. We're going to get trouble off that. Do you remember in his first game he did 3 handballs. He was brought in to be a sort of Zinchenko style player, full back in the block and then playing defensive midfield in possession. He's been terrible. He's been absolutely appalling. He's done nothing in any game. He's lost a lot of duels. He doesn't pass the ball anywhere really. He's not on the ball, and when he does do it, I think he's slow on the ball and just passes it out wide. I'm trying to think of something that he has done, but he's done absolutely nothing, and he's been really, 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 really poor. He hasn't protected us in transitions. He hasn't broken the lines. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he looks like even a Premier League player at the moment. He looks weak, physical, doesn't affect the game, and lacks a bit of character to me.
Well, I think by some of these scores, I think there's a lot of people that agree.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to get absolutely roasted here because Amrabat was seen as the answer like a couple of months ago. All right, let's see what they're going. Oh, Rajiji, 2, move on. Amrabat 3's been extremely disappointing. To get a 3, you got to earn that 3. Mason Mount 1. Not good on the ball, not good off it. Couldn't agree more. Amrabat 3, he won't be permanent like Butland, Sabitzer, Weghorst, Dubravka. Forgot about Dubravka. Amrabat 0, I just don't see it. Matthew Bassett is saying a 3. Eddie is saying 3. Maybe we can improve to the World Cup Amrabat again instead of this Watford version we are seeing. Amrabat was billed as our saviour. In reality, the saviour is worse than Anana's. End the loan. 0. Fellaini is better than Amrabat. Amrabat has been really poor too. 3. And DN Vlogs is Amrabat 4, and I think that's the highest that he got. I think that Amrabat is...
It's 2.
Do you think it's 2?
Yeah, it's definitely not a 3. There's no chance he's getting a 3.
Right. Well, by my calculations, Mr. B, we're halfway through at the moment, and we've done an hour. Should we come back to this tomorrow?
Yes, I think we probably should, to be fair. Yeah, it's going to be just like EastEnders, isn't it?
Yeah, because I know everyone wants to get stuck in on Bruno, so I think this is a really good point. I think this is a really good point to stop it here. Is everyone all right with that? But I suppose, right, if you're not available to watch the show tomorrow and you want to contribute, you can of course like message us on Twitter or like comment under the video later. We're not sort of trying to string this. Actually, this is exactly what we're doing. We're trying to string this out because it's International Week, and I don't want to have to go through Securities and Exchange Commission paperwork again for 2 hours.
SG13s or something you were talking
Schedule
about.
13G.
Oh God, yeah. You know what? Yeah, we are going to come back tomorrow, just like EastEnders. We know what our time limit is. So look, guys, spread the word, share the stream. We will be back tomorrow to continue, and the next one in line will be Bruno. So I'm sure there will be a lot of you with comments on Bruno. But look, spread the word. As I said, look, share the stream, and before you go, do give us a like. But after I've enjoyed this one. Today.
I've really enjoyed this one as well, and like if you've enjoyed it in the comments, we're always begging for likes. I just suggest like Harley's come late, and I quite like Harley. I think that Maguire, from me, he got a 7. From Mr. B, he got a 6, but chat gave him a 5. You can go back and watch the ratings and watch them later. But if you like this kind of content, or there's things that you want to see, then this is as much your channel as it is ours. So let us know in the comments or anything like that what you would like to see or what you'd like to talk about. And if it's easy to do and low effort, I'm here for you.
We won't stretch, Big T. I promise we won't stretch it out that long. I promise it will all be. It would all be finished tomorrow. DK Wilson, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. But bath time, guys in the chat. It's been a good one. I've enjoyed this one. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the part 2, where I know you lot are going to get stuck into my favorite and Jeff's favorite, Bruno. But look, we'll be fair. We'll average out the marks, and at the moment, boy, it looks like Hannibal's winning on a 6, which is really, really weird. But
is that the highest rating?
Yeah, the highest rating that we got was a 6 so far.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been our team is so shit. But you know what? You guys on the channel are superb, and you know us as fans, we have to be superb. To be fair, it's gonna turn around bath time. I'm so positive. I'm so positive that it's gonna turn around for us.
Don't sound it. All right. Thanks very much, everyone.
Guys, thanks for watching. We see you all tomorrow.